I have 1.5 pounds of prepared venison, ground venison, and I got 2 racks of 5 each strips per off of the first gun full. This one is not full, so it'll be less. Anyway, load it up and add the attachment that you want. I'm using the wider flat attachment. The thing I like about this gun is I just discovered something I've seen on other videos. Like right now it's at a weird angle, but this gun turns, the handle turns. So I can turn the handle after I tighten up the tip. I like that. And so gotta get all the air out first. There it comes. And it just already sprayed the rack. Found that helps a whole lot. Kind of gotta go slow enough to keep it the thickness that you want. Get to the end, I've kind of used the wire rack to stop it. There we go. And I've been getting 5 per rack off of the first gunful. This is the venison, and then I'll do the ground beef next. And once it gets going to where it's got all the air out good, you can go a lot faster. Not that speed is everything. Just like I've got 8 racks, there's no need, I'm not going to fill all 8 up, so I'll leave more space in between. I think it works better having this marinate overnight in the refrigerator. It feels a lot less liquidy, I guess is the word. A little extra on that one. And if you can follow me. We'll have a look at a professor from Nigeria and the virus. Well, that's right in. Grab another one, and now I've got to spray it. And then we're ready to, again, I spray it over the sink. So any mess, hopefully, overspray goes on the sink. Yeah, got it all in my hands too. That wasn't good. You can pause it if you want. Venison, I got almost 3 racks off of 2 pounds of ground venison. I'm gonna start with the ground beef. I promised my son-in-law some ground beef jerky. After he tasted my ground venison and said it was good, but he's not a big venison fan, so plus I wanted to make some ground beef jerky anyway. Now, last night I made this up. I put a lot of salt, pink salt, and a little bit of table salt, and I put garlic powder. I didn't measure anything this time. Put garlic powder and salt and Worcestershire sauce and soy sauce and some red pepper flakes that my wife grew in the garden last year and put up. So it might have a little kick to it. And she'll be surprised that I actually did this, because I normally wouldn't, but I actually put a little bit of honey in each one of them just to see what kind of flavor I get out of it. You know, honey is not 100% carnivore, but it is natural sweetener, so what the heck. Back on this is the last of the venison, and you'll see there's a little bit left in there. I don't like to waste anything. So the first little bit out will be venison still, but the next rack I'll start will be ground beef. So, might be able to tell the color difference, I don't know. I'm gonna try to squeeze one more line just to be sure that the next batch is pure ground beef. Be interesting to see if I can tell the difference in the way it looks, because then I'll know actually how much is wasted in the tube. Now that looks like ground beef there. You see a little bit of the fat they added to the ground beef. Anyway, so the rack done. That's 3 racks of venison. I'll probably get 2 racks of ground beef. Oops, a little crooked. Still crooked. Crooked as a politician. There you go. Actually, 4 racks. Got 4 racks off of ground venison, 2 pounds of ground venison. Yeah, that's perfect. Let's spray this.
And all of his works in West Plains have a similar message. The visual depiction of what it is that we're trying to represent is so crucial to any project. I make sure whatever talent you have, use it to tell the story, because we will not always be here.
Yeah, here we go with the ground beef.
But this wants to be here.
There's definitely a difference in the look of the ground beef and the venison. For one thing, they add pork fat to ground venison, but beef fat, I think, in the ground beef, but it's also a different type of texture.
Words of warning, stories on savings, cautions on crime, and a focus on family.
Well,
News is vital for our
this has got, looks to be a lot more moisture in it than the venison, which makes sense, I guess. But it seems like it's not coming out quite the same. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to go too fast. This is probably true. We'll say if I was doing this professionally, I would have some strong hands, because my hands are already feeling the squeezing this caulking gun, this jerky gun, I guess. Same thing as the caulk gun, basically. So, 1 rack of ground beef. It looks like I'm only going to get maybe part of another rack, which is fine. Got 2 more racks. We'll turn it on. Push the button. Oh, might help if I plug it in. All right, now we got power. Press the power button. I think I'm going to set it on 170 and turn it up to 3 hours. I think that's where I'm going to start at anyway. And we'll check back probably about halfway through, maybe at the 2 hour mark, and see what we got.